Yeah, we're not just gonna talk about the fact that this Natsuki's neck just snapped 90 degrees and she just ran towards me. Okay, Rip Natsuki? Hey guys, Cyclonic Flame here and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is episode 10, and when we left off, Natsuki and Yuri had started a fight which went out of control because Sayori's no longer here. And Yuri seems to be losing her shit at the moment, so is Natsuki, and I'm suspecting it's because of Monika. So we're currently in the middle of reading with Yuri to turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. You mean for a whole week? I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Okay, it's not even 2 minutes into the video and stuff's already getting weird. Definitely not. Really. I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't even know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Cha? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Although, she didn't do this the first time round. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, so it's either between Natsuki and Monika. And given my, current state, I absolutely don't trust Monika, at all at this point. I think she's doing something to the game. I'm gonna go with Natsuki first. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. This is a poem? Excuse me? Actually, hang on, I recognize this. Is this... This is a code, obviously. Base 10? Or is it base 64? I don't know how to translate it off by hand. Somebody's probably translated at some point. Cha. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. What's happening to your face, Natsuki? Okay. You don't hate me, Char, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me! Okay, Rip Natsuki? Okay, I'm just gonna save that. Okay, I guess I have no choice but to, go with Monica. Sorry about that yelling, guys. Hi again, Char. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Yeah, we're not just gonna talk about the fact that this Natsuki's neck just snapped 90 degrees and she just ran towards me. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Char. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Hang on a second, I'm pretty sure... Correct me if I'm wrong, I might have done this by accident, but I'm pretty sure that I wrote for Natsuki, and you're saying Yuri likes it. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. Definitely is this time around. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go and get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colours, they won't. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Okay, this poem is certainly more different. There are vowels missing. Cacophony is in caps. Stop is in caps. I think there's a couple missing words here too. The noise, it won't stop. Violent... gyrating. Sorry. Waveform. Squeaking, switching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage? Excuse me? Delete her. That's some foreshadowing. Monica. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. What did you just do? I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please, help me. Are you fourth wall breaking again? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, are you actually speaking to me now? Okay. We're back to Yuri, and I have a horrible feeling about this. But alas, here we are. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I just like holding it. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on axis, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. So wait, it doesn't really... Is this just meaningless garble? Span universe, true, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. This sort of seems like the thing I would imagine that the main character is writing. Also, the game's gone silent again. I imagine this is the sort of thing that the main character's writing with those words. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. That's not much of a joke. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Char joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Char? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Char to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Char joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Char isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. To be fair, Natsuki has a point. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Huh. Monica has clearly taken back my Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Char would like to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Char, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this, anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Char. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki! Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What is going on here? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Char? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes. She's bleeding from her right eye. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I'll look forward to it. Shall we go, Char? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Char before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Char, I just want to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? What is going on in the background? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gone to spend any time together. I mean, I guess technically it's only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why— Wait, not yet! No! Stop it! Okay. Okay, I can already see there's some bizarre stuff going on with the, words. So I'll be back in a few minutes with the, picture. Or a few moments, rather. With the poem. Okay, I'd just like to point out the fact, just a quick cut in the middle. Whenever I click on one of these numbers, instead of turning the page, it's going, like, it's adding an additional one. Like, I'll show you. Skipping, it adds an additional— something just jumped down there. Doki Doki, Candy. Like, see, it keeps going up by one, and it's really confusing the crap out of me. But anyway, continuing on. Alright, we're back. Hi, Cha. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I bought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to— Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I just really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Cha, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Cha is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. I call it a visual novel. This is actually a visual novel. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just— Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. I'm not sure what that expression was. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go and get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Okay, that's a savable moment right there. Okay. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my, okay, I'm not comfortable with this now. She's been cutting herself. And what is going on? I'm back. Excuse me? Okay, did I just witness Yuri cutting herself and then promptly proceed to go back in time? And now Yuri's back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Cha, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was just letting it show. And you notice. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a bit more. Haven't I seen this before? It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. I'm just checking over to the left here to make sure there isn't any additional stuff in the files. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Cha. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Cha, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this before. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies. I take it since we'll go well with the tea. Except this time, our bodies are even closer. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression that I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I manage to finally relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, a touch-up might get smudged on the pages. You're right, I didn't even think about that. Okay, so we've already seen this before. Okay. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused. Yeah, this was awkward the first time around. And now that I've come back to this, it isn't as funny and embarrassing as it once was. Okay. That's like that. Yuri closed the lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Cha? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done it. Okay, now it's changed. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Cha. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Cha. Okay, did you just lock us in the closet? My heart won't stop pounding, Cha. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Cha? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Okay. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me even not want to read. I just want to look at you. You have pretty eyes. What? Okay, I'm actually getting a bit creeped out by this. Yuri, you good? Okay. I know I said this at the start of the series, and as much as I still hate you, thank you, Monica. This was getting awkward. It's time to share poems. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Jesus, what even just happened? Okay, I'm still creeped out by Yuri. I still don't trust Monica, so I'm still gonna go for Natsuki. Apparently she's come back. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too, for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. Okay, so read it carefully, okay? Alright. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please, try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Okay. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Char? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. See, I knew you were messing with the game, Monica. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. My game just reset. Just Monica. What just happened? I don't understand any of what just happened. Okay, I mean, the game's urging me strongly towards Monica. I might as well give her a try. Char, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Yeah, I sort of noticed. Isn't that kind of messed up? Yeah, it is. Although, to be fair, I think you're not entirely out of the question, Monica. She even brings a different one at school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a lot more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here goes. Okay, my computer just blew. Okay, it's a fake one. Alright, we're good. Jeez, that startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. I have no idea what the hell just happened. I'm gonna say before Yuri because I don't trust a single goddamn thing. Finally! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Char, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Char. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? I saw your eyes go wide for a minute there. Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Okay, Monica, you're going a little overboard with this. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Okay. Like, I make jokes about my writing being chicken scratch, but this one takes the cake. Also, I see blood and a suspicious yellow stain on the paper. I honestly can't read any of this. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Okay, so I think Yuri has at least some semblance of knowing... Yes, or... I think this is a poem? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. This seems suspiciously like something Natsuki would write. Okay, everyone. Okay, I'm just gonna save after those events, thanks. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating errors, common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Like it hasn't already this episode, Yuri. You even know this. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it will help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion, so I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Char? Char's going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is is dragging Char around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Char decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Char make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Char, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Okay, so these two are already fighting with each other. I never actually got around to helping Natsuki last time. Excuse me? My mouse, okay. I kid you not, my mouse is moving by itself and it's making me go to Monica. I think this is probably a good point to leave off this episode. You guys can decide in the comments whether I should try going for one of the other two or if I should go for just Monica at this point, because I feel like I'd be in deep shit if I don't. But anyways guys, that's where I'm going to have to leave off this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, set fire, set like and subscribe down below. Recommend more games to me and I'll see you all in the next video.